Till late 2024, about 80% of domestic petroleum product needs are imported. Similarly, petroleum products, including diesel, petrol, and cooking gas, were among the top 10 non-food expenditures incurred by households, according to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics 2023-2024 data. The cost of producing crude oil in Nigeria is one of the highest in the world, making the country's oil and gas sector uncompetitive globally. The implication of high cost of producing crude oil are twofold. There will be inadequate supply of crude locally, as producers will prefer to sell abroad. And the second strand is that supplies cannot be guaranteed, as with the Dangote refinery. Back in June 2020, NPC Limited published its first audited financial statements after 43 years of its operations, suggesting a level of sabotage that has bedeviled the state-owned company for over 4 decades. Amidst the lack of transparency and accountability, the House of Representatives ad hoc committee on the state of Nigerian refineries estimated that the federal government of Nigeria has spent over 11 trillion on the unfruitful rehabilitation of the refineries between the year 2010 and 2023. Meanwhile, the international oil companies have only dominated the upstream oil and gas segment, accounting for over 80% of the country's crude oil production and over 90% of oil reserves and operating assets. This suggests that the oil majors were attracted to Nigeria's crude oil reserves and found investing in the downstream oil and gas segment unattractive. To create a more investor-friendly environment, government will need to fully deregulate the downstream sector to ensure competitive pricing and improve supply stability. Government will need to deepen value addition across the upstream and downstream value chains. This can be achieved by simplifying the regulatory regime. Government need to work with industry to take steps to ensure a consistent supply of crude oil to refineries by collaborating with upstream producers. Government also, working with industry, need to foster collaborations with private investors, as seen in the recent agreement with South Korean firms to build new refineries. Another thing government could do is to provide tax exemptions on equipment imports and other financial incentives to encourage local and foreign investments in our downstream sector.